Hello, 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 you amazing, incredible, fantastic, brilliant, ridiculous, amazing coach. Yes, I said amazing twice, but you know what? You are that amazing. And I am Ben Dooley. I am an MCC coach. I train coaches. I train coaches just like you to move bigger, stronger, faster, to go to those higher levels, those deeper coaching. Where you want to be in your coaching, that's where I want to help take you. I want to help you, and I want you to help. I want to help you get to that level of coach that you want to be. Now, you might have noticed that I'm punching the word want a little bit more. Look, you're getting this video because you're already in a special elite membership. This is just for you. This doesn't go to other coaches. This is for you. This video is for you because you want it. Now, I'm setting up the other videos that I had done a while back because I'd been knocking out tons of these videos with lessons and insights and discoveries, things that I've gotten from working with other coaches, brilliant levels and layers and tools and tricks and tips that I get from the class, the Fast Path to Masterful Coaching. If you're not in this class, if you don't know it, you're missing out tremendously. And I'm going to actually touch upon a little bit of stuff that we kind of go into the class, but I'm just going to go into it a little bit here. But this is important because you might have noticed that I have been touching upon the word want. And so I'm doing these other videos of want, and if you haven't watched them that I did a while back, go check them out. They're amazing. They're up there on the archives. And I'm going through them, and I'm getting sparked and inspired like, there's more here. There's more. Now, you'll notice, first off, background change, because I mentioned in a previous video that I'd done a couple of years back, I talked about the power of wanting, and the fact that we are wanting to move. So at the time in that video, I was packing up all the stuff, the walls were bare, everything had been packed up and getting ready to go because we had set our sights on wanting. But I want to really illustrate this a little bit more, go into some details. This is a part 2 follow-up and more, because we held fast and clear and specific to our wants. We knew the area we wanted to move to. We knew the budget that we wanted to stay in. We could spend more, but we wanted to pay only this much. We knew the parameters and the details of the home that we wanted. We knew we wanted a 3-season room so that we could sit outside and be away from bugs. We knew we wanted many things. And I can tell you, we kept bumping into crummy house after, oh my goodness, what is that, to how could they let this happen, to this doesn't work, to every sort of strange house that we saw that did not fulfill even a portion of the wants. It would do a small, it would fill in budget and location, but it wouldn't fill in all the other things. And so what started to happen is that our friends who loved us kept suggesting, guys, maybe you should open up your parameters. Maybe you should maybe loosen up what you want. And we even started thinking that, like, wow, maybe we need to just let go of a couple of things. And we conceded a little bit here and there, but not giving in, we opened up to a few more possibilities. Well, it doesn't have to be this location. It can maybe be here. And you know what? Actually, we could boost our budget a little bit more. And we actually don't need all of these qualities in the house. See, what we were doing was we were really clear and specific of the factors and the details without being tightly attached to it has to be this exact way. But we kept holding this focus, and definitely we were unrelenting in giving up and giving in, because there were other homes that were well within our budget, that were in other regions that we didn't want to live. But we'd be fine, we'd be okay. There were other houses that showed up that were in our budget and in our general location, but they needed a lot of help or a lot of work, and I'm not a home fixer-upper. And there were other things that we could have conceded and said, well, I guess this isn't so bad, but I knew that we would spend however long we were going to be in our new home. I didn't want to spend the next 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 years being frustrated that I settled for something that I didn't want, that I actually conceded and gave in, not to something that wasn't what I wanted, but it was clearly what I didn't want. Because then that was going to be what was echoing every time I walked around my new home. I would be reminded and I would be magnified of the things that I got that I knew I didn't want and I settled and I gave into. So it was walking that fine line between really being clear, this is what we want, and this is what we don't want. Being really clear about that. And what's in the middle ground? Where can we adapt and adjust and modify? And this is where the real power is, because then we kept looking for what we wanted. That's what set our focus. We didn't waste time looking for the things that we would settle on or the things that we didn't want. We cleared all that out, and we just honed our focus and our direction and our energy to what we want. And then when something showed up, we then were able to assess, is this enough of what we want? Is this things that we hadn't even considered? And oh, actually, that's what we found in this house. There were things about this home that we actually hadn't even thought of before. But because we were in the mode of want, we were able to look at it much more openly and objectively and with a higher energy. That's where I'm going with this. So notice that power of wanting. That's what had us find this home. And we stood by it, and we contacted them, and we made it, and we almost lost it because they would have gotten a better offer, but we stayed on this and we kept committed. Even though everybody said, it's time to give up, settle, go somewhere else, or be resigned to just stay where you are, which we were not wanting to do and we were not willing to do. It's about knowing what you want. If you watch the other videos, you know that I hammered that in. That is what coaching is all about. I said it before in the other video. I will say it again, and I will continue on saying it. Coaching is not for people who need anything. Nobody needs coaching. I'm going to back this up really clearly in just a minute. Stay with me. Nobody needs coaching. Coaching is for people who want it, who want to create powerful change, who want to step into something new, who want to achieve, who want to let go of or get rid of or change the things that they don't want, and they want to move towards and create and adapt and discover and have the things that they do want, that they want what they want. That is what coaching is all about. Now, I know we work with clients all the time who have problems, who have hard things, who have things that they need. They need to do this or else, right? And we're going to do that. But you and I know that's hard coaching. It's important. But even then, it pulls a lot into fixing the problems and consulting and advising and going through all that stuff. It's hard to really get into the depth and the richness of the client when we cannot access their wanting. And here's why. Because needing comes from fear. Needing has a fear attached to it. Makes sense, right? I need this. And if I don't have it, then I'm going to be in trouble and bad things will happen. Take a look. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That's what it's labeled. And the first one is I need food, water, shelter. I need to keep myself alive. The second need is I need to be safe. I need to be protected. I need to make sure everything is okay. I need to be all right. Everything. I need to be safe. And then the next one is I need to be connected with people. I need to be, but notice that need, it's coming from an emptiness. It's coming from a vacancy. It's coming from a void. And that void has a consequence to it. Need tells you there is a consequence, because what happens, what makes it important, is if I don't have it, then bad things. I need to feel safe. I need to be protected. I need to have this all worked out. I need, because if I don't, I'm in trouble. That's what need is all about. And that makes coaching really, really hard, because we're coaching clients who are consumed and overwhelmed by their small selves, their survival selves, their saboteurs, their gremlins, whatever you want to call it. It's that need. I need to be safe. I need to be liked. I need this. And we hold tightly, and we're scared, and we're protective. Now, this is not a judgment. This is life. And hello, just doing a video. This is life. And need takes over and plunges us to a lower level. But want is a very different experience. Wanting is not about, I've got to fill this void and I'm empty and I can't and I won't, and if I don't. Wanting is, this is what I want. I want something else. I want something. I am not happy and satisfied with this, and I want to follow my satisfaction. I want to follow my purpose and my desire and my values. Want comes from a powerful place. And when we are talking to our clients and talking to their wants, it's a very different conversation than when we're talking to their needs. Now, I'm not saying dismiss your client's needs. I'm saying if that's all you're working with, your coaching is going to be so much harder. It's going to be so much harder. Now, if you want to do hard coaching that's going to constantly be getting stuck, constantly being derailed, constantly being deferred and blocked, and this is where things get complex and messy, and all your wonderful, brilliant ideas keep getting buffered and blocked off. And if you want that, go right ahead. If you need clients and you need to make sure that everything's okay, and if you need to all of that, that's not going to be powerful coaching. Promise. And yet, powerful coaching is all about wanting. So if you want powerful coaching, if you want to step into masterful coaching, then go to your clients' wants. Go to your clients' wants. Tap into them. It may be easy. It may be difficult. And oh, lordy, I've had conversations with clients that have been hard for them to find a want. Even just simply, what do you want? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And they can't, because they're so caught up in the need, and they're so consumed by what they don't want, and they just need that don't want to be gone, that they can't even contemplate. They can't consider what they want. But that, I tell you, dear client, dear coach, is where their power lies. Wanting is powerful. Being attached and desperate, and I have to get this or else, that's different. That's actually a need that's posing as a want. I want this. I really do. And if I get it, then I'll be okay. More people. Hello. But that's where, if we just go to the pure want, what do you want? That's when you and your client are going to slip into a powerful place. Now, clearly, I'm being wanted. So I'm going to wrap this up and send you on your merry way. Come back for more. Go to mastermycoaching.com. Check out the class. Trust me, if you want to explode and grow your coaching in amazing ways, you will not find anything more powerful than this course. Get on there. Your coaching will never be the same. At the very least, get into your clients' wants. Dig into them, find them, and reveal those clients' wants to themselves, and your coaching will be so much deeper, so much easier, so much stronger. And until next time, happy coaching.